Hello everyone, this is episode number 10. In this episode we're gonna jump into Elite. Usually Grimdown at current state supports two difficulties, usually normal at ultimate, but we need some stuff. From Elite, usually I need some upgrades, like better slit primal ring. I'm gonna grab some passive experience.
Greetings, child.
Also I need my Elite version of totally normal shield, so I'm kind of forced to play the entire act. Our resistance is pretty good. That means this difficulty is gonna be smoother. And on top of that, as I said, Act 1 is just a tutorial act, it's not that hard. Fun fact, this boss is much tankier than the actual boss from the campaign, I mean from the first quest. That's why you can skip it usually. It comes with a good Dead's video reputation, that's why I kill it. But feel free to skip it. Our build at the moment performs very well. Let's help Valdis. Usually if you play hardcore, I highly recommend at least to jump in Elite for Act 1. It contains 9 very easy devotions, which is basically very good boost before ultimate. Especially now when I am almost done. I need 13 in total. So if I grab 9 from here, I'm pretty close to cap my devotions. As you can see, his life pool is twice less than the optional boss. Let's grab the devotion. I'm gonna rush objectives again. Pointless to explore and stuff. The main thing that I need is basically to be able to get my Elite version of the weapon. But I'm gonna do all the quests because I have several devotions that need to be leveled up. I want to be maximum prepared before ultimate because I'm gonna skip the entire Elite part apart from the... Okay, we got our endgame relic. This is what I plan to use. This is Citadel. Huge boost to life, slow resistance, shield block, or retaliation, and another buff. And it's just level 60. But I have to be sure I work out on my offensive ability before I switch to Citadel, cause I have to proc my Assassin's Blade. Sometimes you can't switch straight away to endgame gear. You have to be sure. I hope we get better luck with the slit necklaces. That's the second one. Okay, that's very good. We got them pretty early. The difference between the normal version of Slit Primal Ring and the Elite one is not very big, but it's an upgrade. And this ring is a pretty good defensive option. As you can see, experience from kills in Elite is very low. That's why kinda pointless. But if you're a beginner, you can play it. There is nothing wrong about it. You're gonna be much better prepared for Ultimate if you spend some time in Elite. This is a good time to sell some stuff. Get rid of nothing interesting. Even experience from quest is not that good. Okay, so the difference is basically a little bit damage to B skin and basically 6% on top of this one. But as I say, it's still an upgrade, pretty early at Elite. Also I'm gonna check Milton Heart for a better Milton Cask as a optional item. As I said several times, leveling is nothing to do with endgame. I like to keep some stuff in my inventory so I can swap over. This zombie is pretty slow. So Milton is at home. I hope for a good roll. Don't plan to farm him. His main hero will trigger. He is very slow, that's why our damage so bad. Stancing of all around Rat. Not too bad, not ideal, but comes with tons of ether resistance, fighting form on top. Not terrible roll. Not the best either. At least it's a low level base, I don't have to wait. We can finish our account. And next step is heal. Unfortunately there is none. This guy is swift, so much faster than the other zombies. I clear a little bit cause this beast skin comes with homestead reputation. So 11 points. I think about Sailor's Guide instead of you. That's gonna put us on 4 points. Some movement speed. I don't want this dodge and avoid. So maybe I'm gonna sacrifice one devotion point and go for a Sailor's Guide. It's gonna boost my physical resistance as well. So let's do this. If it's not work out, I can switch at any point. Let's see if our friend is here. No. I'm gonna leave portal, backtrack, search for him. But for now I'm not gonna stress about it. Damage is very good, especially for a tank. So at this point he's at the south part of the map, the most unlikely location. But it's a gamble, so sometimes you found him at the first try, sometimes. Okay, we have our shield, but unfortunately I don't have blacksmith. Switch the component, that's have to wait a little bit. We work out for celestial presence. This is the priority at the moment. Also stats from Old Keeper Mastery is gonna help me with my critical damage output. As I explained at the first episode, if you are a beginner, even if you are a veteran, mastery bars gives you more than having 5 maxed skills, something like that. Don't do this, this is a rookie mistake. Especially at hardcore. I saw so much scuffed build, very bad builds as well. Single mastery at level 70. You want to put your stats under control, your life pool as well. Okay, we took some freeze res, slow res. Sailor's Guide is a very good tier 1 devotion. Comes with tons of rare resistances. At this point we can face tank him, nothing bad can happen. Not the fastest kill in the world, but at least it's the safest. Don't worry if your damage at this point not so satisfied, that's totally normal. After all, I wear pretty crap gear, mostly focused on resistances, but some of my pieces very old date, like my shield, my amulet. This ring, terrible. I have to switch over to something different, probably Black Legion ring. Doesn't matter who you're gonna pick at elite, I'm not gonna, after I finish this act, I'm not gonna come back probably. But still I prefer Ulgrim. Angrim, sorry. Duncan is kinda meh. There is a very few occasions that you pick him over Angrim. We're gonna pick every single crystal. That's reputation. There is a boss. That's the good thing when you stick with Ted's video. You can boost your reputation very early. Because, for example, Kaiman Chosen, you have to kill Ctonics. And Ctonics are very late at the campaign. This is a very good leveling set. This is Praetorian. It's always 50 level. But it's an amazing set, especially at Dispatch got passive boost. Because very hard to find physical resistance around the gear, and this set provides 15. This set is best in slot in every sword and board leveling build. If I equip this, it's gonna carry me through very late at the game, but still I prefer MIs.
Well, I'll be.
Okay, we take Ulgrim. His spider scan and traps you mid-blitz. Kinda annoying. Let's finish these guys. Now it's gonna be much easier than normal. My rare resistance much better, so I don't get perma freeze. Also easy reputation. I don't need anything from this video, but their augments and kinda option. Usually Kaima's chosen augments much better. But it's what it is. I picked that video mostly because Kaiman's chosen Nemesis is a much better matchup for me. Zantarin is gonna be a slow kill because he's a pet caster, and Iron Maiden is a pure soldier and is gonna trigger my retaliation. Pretty good spawn of the fabric. All of them at the same place. Usually I'm not that lucky. Okay, that's the most horrible map. I have to use the cellar. Terrible luck this time. But it is what it is. This is an ancient totem. Be extremely careful with these ones. Especially if you play something squishy. This guy is gonna rips you apart. All of them have a charge skill, stun skill. This is vitality armor, if I'm not mistaken. Nothing interesting. At this point I think it's time to turn off all the rares. They don't sell very well anymore. We're gonna keep double rare active and all the epics. It's gonna sell much better than the greens. I'm gonna drop my rift. I'm gonna come back here later. I don't want to lose tempo. So I'm gonna very fast grab the Okay, I think that's gonna finish our... At this point we have a very good breakpoint. 20 physical res. Let's save the lady. I'm gonna show you another secret here. You have to come here at Harvey the Drifter. He's gonna share with you some secret of a secret passage beneath the bridge. But I already know what he's gonna tell me, so I'm gonna skip the whole conversation. You don't have to spoke with him to get to the... Okay. That was a very good totem for us. That's 2 relics. You break this door and basically you go below the bridge. There is a cave. Come here words only if you are at elite or ultimate, cause there is a devotion. Unfortunately at normal there is none, and the area is kinda dangerous. So does Hallowed heal? There is a guaranteed hero. I'm not sure if he's gonna spawn, but there is a specific hero here. I think he's not at home this time. Gonna pick the crystals. One shot chest. Nothing to do more here, so I'm gonna proceed to Warden Creek. At this point I have wires open. At the next rift I'm gonna come back, equip all of my gear. That's supposed to be for level 55. Scanning dump. Pretty good map layout. Speedrunner's dream. Another pretty good map layout. Also, being here in Elite open you this spot as a crystal farming spot. You can always jump here. It's gonna scale up to 75 or 80, I'm not sure. They changed that recently. So pretty good devotion point. Okay, let's equip some gear. So we lose some ether resistance, which is not ideal. I think the new Milton cask is gonna fix that, but I have to sell for some gear. I'm gonna keep Torian just in case. It's a nice set to have around. We sell the cask by mistake. At this point I'm gonna sell this. Okay, that was pretty good money.
I need some time.
Let's grab some quests. You don't have to worry about these skill points and attribute points quest. If you finish them in normal, you take 2 points instead of 1, so counts for elite as well. They changed that before a couple of patches, so that's why elite at this point is a completely skippable. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, especially if you play softcore. Okay, Milton cask. That's gonna do. I'm gonna just change the appearance of this shield. So ugly. I'm gonna go back for a Warden's Creek, but I'm not gonna spend money for this visual stuff. I have to help Barnabas. So I can unlock the rest of the quest line. Also, that's gonna give me another devotion. We have a pretty good time, so I can clear a little bit. This is a defender. You have to kill him first, because he boosts defensive abilities for all around him. All the mobs around him is pretty tanky, so just aim for the defender first. And as you can see, experience it elite is a completely joke. I finished the whole act almost, just 2 levels. Terrible. Also, I forgot my brutal shield slam. At this point my devotion is detached, so be sure, pay attention. Cow's not gonna level with you. Okay. And shield slam is my kinda one of my main damage skills. At this point I can tank him even in Thunder. Okay. We got some huge life boosts. Huge armor boosts as well.
You like clearing out the well.
Yeah.
Come see what's left of
We are so far away from Honored. That's Devil's Crossing reputation's very hard to come by.
What do you want?
I'm gonna kill the Rainy. I just prefer the, at this point, the reputation and
With
extra Blood of Catan.
good, you're back. What am you? That's good. There, Warden. Good work. There have been Warden.
So Mastery, Cunning. At this point I can stop with Physique. Even endgame gear don't requires that much, usually it's around 1060, something like this. This is pretty much enough at this point. Before I go for Creek, my poison resistance is in pretty good shape. I can jump and grab another devotion from the Hidden Path quest. Couple of hero spawns, why not? That's a Coven and Homestead reputation. This area is very dangerous. At this point. Okay, that's my bet, there is no devotion at Elite. I waste my time a little bit. Okay, let's finish this. This specific hero has a second life after you kill him. Another very good map layout, I don't have to walk so much. Gonna pick the crystals. Can put this oil on. It's a nice boost to damage and tankiness. I'm gonna face tank him completely. Even in his second form, he is not gonna be a threat for us. I'm pretty sure my life bar is not gonna move. He is very fast in his second form, so it's gonna take a lot of retaliation damage. And that's it, he's dead. And the Ring of Guardian, not terrible. Some huge life boosts, but at this point I have my MI. I'm not gonna use Warden Shield anymore.
Thanks for all.
Is it fit? The Warden's defeat is a great victory for us. Nay. So you must be happy.
Free materials.
What's left of my wares. Put it to good use.
And last step of this episode,
I cannot.
I'm gonna get my shield. I'm not gonna bother with a quest line here. Okay. This is much better version. There is a 1-2 soldier on top and better physical damage. We are honored with Homestead and honored with Black Legion. That means we have to buy some warrants. Let's see, Coven is pretty behind. But for me, Homestead and Black Legion is much important. Our peers rest in a good shape, so I can finally change this ring.
On what I've got left. Put it to good use.
At this point, I got good boost to Vitality Rest, so I can use extra life. This ring is useless. I carry this way too long. I probably dropped something better, but didn't pay attention. Gonna keep the Praetorian. I'm gonna put my materials, as I said several times. When you play hardcore, you have to play around your stash. Always get rid of the... I'm gonna put most of the scrap. I'm gonna leave myself 40. And now I'm prepared. Even if something bad happened and I die. I don't plan to,
On this.
but still.
Come see what's left of my wares.
All of my important stuff is secure. So let's grab the warrant. Let's grab that one from...
Come see what's left of my wares. See anything you like?
So this is okay. Gonna buy a couple of those. This one as well. And I believe rest is not interesting. Yeah. Let's check Black's Legion.
See anything you
Maybe they have something useful. Offensive ability. Physical damage. Offensive ability. Damage to materials. Not bad. Nothing particularly useful. Our elemental resistance in a pretty good shape. I think I can swap this ward stone for a black tallow so I can get some chaos resistance.
see you around.
Got any more scrap metal?
I'm not sure if I have all the materials. I'm short
If you find any
a little bit.
bring them back here.
I can farm here and there for it, but that's gonna be not during the recording. So pretty much that's it for this episode. Thank you everyone for watching. See you in the next one.